My coach just called me. Didn't think it was going to be what it was, but yeah, my opponent, John Harden Jr., just pulled out of the fight. What's up on YouTube? Good morning. Welcome back to another week in my life. I'm a professional boxer currently training for the biggest fight of my career. Monday morning, what is on the agenda? The plan of action is, of course, to the boxing gym. The time is now 9 a.m. I need to be in the gym by 10:30. So let's go. First session of the week, about to get smashed. Jump scare from the last clip. Boxing session complete. Well, I've got to skip, do abs. But yeah, a bit of a technical one today. Shadow boxing, circuit stuff, fitness and technique, everything. The whole shebang. Electrolytes keep me hydrated. As always, the mango sample should be coming Tuesday, so tomorrow. I'm excited for that. But yeah, solid start to the week. Feeling fresh actually. Session finished, straight to business. I had an email from the electrolyte manufacturer. Basically, give me a quote for electrolyte 30 servings in the tub. I want to do tub. All these people doing sachets. Every time I use sachets, they're not. Like I find the formula inside always hardens, doesn't last very long. I think a tub, but it's not going to be a massive protein tub. It's going to be like a small tub. So you can probably fit it in your pocket. You can take it on holiday. You can take it wherever. It's still practical. We're bringing the tubs back. I think they're just more effective, to be honest. Scoop it in. Anyway. Yeah, they said quantity-wise, I don't know how many to do. Like, they're offering me 500 or 1,000. Also, got 2 flavors, so I need to speak to them and see if that's 500. Can that be split up into 250, 250, or is that gonna be 500, 500? But yeah, we got the mango sample should be coming tomorrow. Watermelon and lime is confirmed. If they're both all good, I think we can look and put an order in. Maybe 500 tubs, and hopefully we can do 250 of each flavor. Maybe 600 and do 300 of each flavor. And then judge the demand from there. I do think they'll sell really well because I've been talking about it a lot. They're completely natural, no sugar, high strength. They do genuinely help your performance. I notice when I don't use electrolytes, like my training sessions are flat. So it's just like an easy performance enhancer that's natural and tastes nice. So yeah. Stretching. I've got a really tight hip flexor. Yeah, over the weekend I was in London, there's a lot of traveling, a lot of sitting down, and my body's just tightened up a little bit, so gotta stretch. Keep telling myself I'm gonna stretch, and I'm not doing it anywhere near as much as I need to. A couple of times a week maximum. Ideally, I want to do it like 5 times a week. So just having a bit of a stretch up. I was also reading the comments from the last video, and do you know what? I'll be honest. This week I couldn't really be bothered to film. Usually I'll do a week of filming, a week off whilst my editor edits it, and then a week on. So it's like every other week. But because my fight's coming up, I wanted to try and get as much content out as possible. So then closer to the fight, I don't do anything, so I can just focus completely. Which means doing back-to-back filming. Basically, I filmed all the last week, got it out on Sunday, yesterday, and then I'm filming again. Anyway, waffle. No one really cares about that. The point I'm making is the comments were really positive. Like, oh, keep making this type of content. I really enjoy watching it. Blah blah blah. So my coach wanted the word about the session. Yeah, basically it was just like keep making this content. It's really motivating. They like seeing my life, seeing what I'm doing. Blah blah blah. So that kind of motivated me because this morning I can't lie, I just didn't really want to film. To be honest, no disrespect. But yeah, obviously as I get closer to the fight as well, the amount I show, obviously in the gym, is going to lessen. There's also a lot of people in the gym that have got fight dates. You got Leewood, Moses, Chris Congo, the list goes on. So I also don't want to have the camera in there for their sake because it's not fair. I always make sure I keep the camera on me anyway, but there's things that go on and I don't want to be catching that when they're trying to keep things to themselves. But yeah, so that's like a little update on the current situations. I think I need to grab a shower. Yes. Oh, all right. Back home to refuel. 3 things are certain in life: death, taxes, Frankie Davey eating sourdough and eggs. So that is the refuel of the day. And then I'm hoping to do another strength session potentially with Paul. I don't know. He injured his shoulders. He had some cortisone injections. So I don't know if he's back in action. But if he's not, we'll just smash it out ourselves. Then I might even. Anyway, why am I telling you? I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. You're gonna see what I'm doing. I don't know, I'm ruining the I'm ruining the video basically. So yeah, stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel please. time for another 1.5 hour journey. Actually, that's another thing. Someone commented saying, why don't you move closer to the gym? Basically, if you don't know already, I drive an hour and a half to my gym, an hour and a half home. Logistically, it may sound easier to live close to the gym. The gym's in Harlow, Essex, but it's not. Other than the drive itself, that's the only positive, and not having to drive by living closer. Everything else, logistically, family, business, everything else just wouldn't work. It wouldn't be practical for me to live next to the gym. So yeah, unfortunately that's just not really an option. Also, cost wise, it's probably more expensive to live at the gym, pay the rent and everything else that comes with it, food, blah blah blah, than it is to live where I am now. This tracksuit's really, I need to stop wasting such nice fits on the gym. Anyway, we are back home and we've got 2 sourdoughs, or 1.5. This one's like a white loaf with some pumpkin seeds in it. Not a massive fan of pumpkin seeds, I'll be honest, but this one is looking nice. This is a pecan white loaf. I remember when we had one that was a banana, pecan and maple syrup. That was one of the best ones I've ever had. Also did like a sun-dried tomato one with cheese on top. Just tasted like pizza. Healthy pizza, what more can you want? Problem, no eggs. There is no eggs, so I'm gonna have to go get some. Looks like the 3 things answer, and Def Texas sourdough and 0 eggs. Let's actually, I think I might have some chicken fries. Hold on. I might do. We do. Got some these are the smallest chicken fries ever. What? That's like a wing. Might do 3 chicken thighs or wings and some sourdough, and then grab a little bit of salad or something just on the side. Yeah, last week's video didn't really feature much about my diet other than when I was at my missus' house. So I'm gonna try and mix it up. Some weeks I'll talk more about food and what I'm eating, other weeks I won't. But if I'm being honest, I do generally have salad and eggs pretty much every day. Dinner is what varies, but it's still like whole foods. At breakfast, I don't really eat breakfast. I'll have a banana, some fruit, honey, maybe sourdough. Yeah, my diet's not like, loads of people ask me, oh, can you do me a diet plan? Or can you make a nutritional plan? Which I guess I could do a nutritional plan of like what foods to avoid or what foods to consume more of. But I don't like the idea of having a set kind of, oh, you must eat this at lunchtime, you must eat this for breakfast. Even fighters in the gym, they say they have a nutritionist. I don't think I could have a nutritionist. I just don't like the robotic nature of, yes, you eat this meal, then, and oh, Wednesday night you're eating this, Thursday, no. Like, it just doesn't work with me, it doesn't really work with my lifestyle. I still eat clean anyway, so I'm not at a disadvantage, other than cake. Speaking of cake, actually, I did have, what did I have? Let me show you, boys. Let me show you, and girls. I love how we've gone on to this, talking about really healthy food. This weekend, I went to a market near me. I don't know if you can see that. Let's an insane birthday cake cookie dough pie, a mixture of cake and cookie dough. I didn't think that was even going to be a possibility, but that potentially might be my new favorite thing ever. And then there was a couple of blondies and brownies on the side as well. I did smash the whole. Actually, all but one of them I smashed in the weekend. So. Yeah, it's good fuel. That's maybe why I felt so energetic today in training, because I was all carved up. Anyway. Right, it's another strength session bashed out in 43 minutes. I won't show you too much of that because I always show it and just gets repaired. But basically, getting bigger, getting stronger in a very unconventional way compared to most fighters, most athletes who do SSC, jumping around, all these bouncy stuff. That's not really work for me. I'm lifting not extremely heavy weight, but at a weight that can get 10, 12, 15 reps. And all explosive, short rest time, and we go again. I've spoken about this many times. If you want to see more of my training, check previous videos. But for now, I'm not going to bore over with that. I am, however, going to be hopping on this bad boy. Starting to look up like 30 minutes. Might even do a little TikTok live as well. I just toss the time. I don't know how much you can hear me because the gym is blasting music, but I wasn't feeling as strong as I usually have, believe it or not, today. I I don't know, maybe the session I did earlier to get out of me a little bit. But that's one thing with how I'm training. Even Paul will say it. If I'm training with Paul and I'm like, oh, I'm not lifting as heavy as I did last week, he said, don't worry about it. Go on the field. You still feel the blood and you're still feeling the explosive movement when you're doing it. That's what matters. He said the number is like, it's arbitrary. The number's here nor there. Your body doesn't know the number, does it? Just knows the feel. So go on that and try not to, I'm telling myself this as well, try not to look at the number of, I didn't hit that today. Things change, whether your body's tired, whether you're just not feeling as good as you, or you were just having a particularly good day previously, do you know what I mean? So I'm just, it's nothing really to stress about, is it? It's just a number on a metal plate. There's more problems in the world than that, so yeah, don't stress about it, just get it done, smash it out and get massive and strong like me. You know what, I will be glad when this fight camp's over, because today's been actually such a nice day, because I've been training on the road, here, there and everywhere. I didn't get time to do any sun maxing, so yeah, I can't wait when when the fight's won, training camp's done. I might be able to catch some sun for that rhymed. When the fight's done, training camp's done. No, what was it? When the fight's won, training camp's done, I'm gonna catch some sun. And on that note, I'll see you on Tuesday. Right, we're filling up this bad boy again. It only mean one thing: off to the gym. We do some miles, boys. We do some miles. 150 miles, I think. It's about 75 to the gym, 75 back. So it's 150 plus everything else I do if I'm driving to the other gym, driving wherever. Do you know what I mean? So I can get a few looks. Might be because I'm on my camera. Hopefully this is allowed. The little kid in me wants to get a new car, but when the smart businessman doesn't, because the car is just a depreciating asset, and with everything that I've got going on at the moment, businesses, other ventures, a car is not a smart decision. This also is really good on fuel. It's like 60 miles per gallon when you're going up and down the motorway, so it's ideal in my scenario. But I am eyeing up the Defender. I do like the 4-door Defender. That would be my next car, I think, if I had the choice right now, or the Lamborghini Urus. But that wouldn't be sensible either, would it? So I wish I never ever started going to Starbucks or Costa in the morning, because every single morning now I just crave. I've got a coffee in the car, my own coffee from my machine, but I still crave going to Starbucks or Costa. Which I was just talking about being a smart businessman. That is not a smart move to spend a $5 every morning for no reason. Turns out the guy in the fuel shop wasn't about to tell me off. He recognised me, or he was like, "Are you a vlogger?" And I was like, "Well, no, not really. I'm a professional boxer, but I do a little bit of YouTube on the side." He was like, "Oh, I'll check you out. So I was like, "Sweet, bro. New subscriber gained." And it's only 10 AM in the morning. What a win, anyway. To the gym, boys and girls. I don't know. I need a word to call you guys, like someone that's not cringy, but that encapsulates the boys and girls thing without saying guys, and guys just isn't really me. So, yeah, if you got any ideas, leave them in the comments. I'm on the week in the lives, but now I'm getting close to the fight.
Vlogger.
Now I'm getting close to the fight, and I'm going to show too much training, and we've got to keep that under wraps. As you said, we're preparing for war. Doing the extra little steps. I was skipping. I usually do 10 minutes. I was like, Jamie, what's the time? He said it's 12. But we were talking a little bit, so I was like, do you know what? That's good. You need to add the extra bit on.
Exactly. You got to add it on.
Yeah.
No slacking, no late. Because we finna be great. You know what?
Jamie's fight is in
next week, bro.
Bro, when you keep saying it's next week, actually is. Well,
yeah, it's next Saturday.
Next Saturday, yeah, not this Saturday coming. So we're Tuesday now. Yeah.
Yes. It's when I say next week video.
I think this video might be out on the Sunday after that fight.
Yeah. We're gonna knock him
Jamie
out.
TKV versus David Adelaide.
British heavyweight champion.
Yes, we can announce that now.
Hey, when this comes out, you know I'll be British heavyweight champion. Let's go.
Then we'll have 2 weeks till my fight.
Yeah. I'll be in line to fight for the English, huh?
Yeah.
See?
Now this is what you call a refuel, as we do it best. Sourdough, 6 eggs, mandatory 6, making a little bit of return. Pink Himalayan sea salt, a little bit of butter on the toast as well. Absolutely, it's just what you want. It is what you want post session. Yesterday was a little bit disappointing. It's 2:20. I'm gonna eat this. I've also got a call with like a local media or newspaper that want to write a piece on me in the fight. So that's at 2:30. So I'll probably still be eating this whilst I'm on the phone to them, but it is what it is. This comes first, and then off to the gym again, believe it or not. That is the life of training camp. Today we got sprints or intervals. Yeah, never really a fun session to be honest, but it's got to be done. I'm actually quite enjoying the longer runs at the moment, like 10Ks, 12Ks. Even the last 12K I did, I kind of pushed the pace. I did it on Saturday. I wasn't filming then, but I pushed the pace and did it. I can't remember the exact time, but it was a good time considering 12K. And I'm not a runner, I'm a boxer. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it. Intervals and sprints are a bit like, you know it's going to be hard work. So it's hard to motivate yourself. But anyway, I'm sat here whilst in front of this magnificent meal, letting it go cold. Let's do a little taste test. You cannot beat it. You cannot beat it. Oh yeah, I'm all good. Sorry, I've literally just taken a last mouthful of my food.
By the way, Frankie, I did have a quick Google of you before I gave you a call, and I did see. I'm not going to ask you any questions about it, but I did see you're on Love Island.
Yeah. It's annoying. It's annoying that comes up as like the first thing when you Google my name. Yeah. But
But don't worry, I'm not going to ask about that.
Nah. Yeah. Thank you. We'll leave that one in the past. You see the amateur boxing club.
Okay, cool. Okay, just because obviously we're the Berry Press, so anything berry related, we're quite like to give it a mention.
Yeah, I did think that. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nice one. Cheers, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye. All right. Nice little interview with the local press. They're doing like a little bit of a write-up. Hopefully it comes out in a week or two. Just talking about the fight and stuff. I was so close to finishing. This is what I had left. I should have been eating that on the call, but... Sprint session, I believe. Well, it wasn't going to be a sprint session. But I was having a nightmare with the treadmill. I kept cutting out. I said 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. In the 30 seconds, they kept turning off because I wasn't still on it. It's never done that before, so I then turned it into interviews. 3 or 4 minutes hard, 1 minute off. In that 1 minute, it gave me enough time for the treadmill to turn off and I turn back on again. Next second session of the day, training camp at full strength. Harry, say hello to the YouTube.
Hello.
And just Davey. There we go. That was my last fight.
That was fine. Since he was your age.
How are you 15?
13.
Yeah, I started at 15.
Wow, that's insane.
So yeah. What sport do you do now? Football? Yeah. Who do you support?
Man U.
Ooh, nah.
Nice
Anyway,
to meet
yes,
you.
Andrew. Okay. 2 for 2 for a Tuesday. Bro's a rhythmic genius, let's be honest. Decent session, although the treadmill kept cutting out, but still got a good sweat on. Smashed up some intervals. Getting myself fit. I do feel really fit already, but obviously you got to maintain it. The time is now 5:20. Telling you the time again. Back home, cut to Wednesday. Good morning. We have the last piece of sourdough for the morning, start of the day. Time is now, I'm sounding like I'm really tired, but I'm not. Time is 9 AM, got to be in the gym by 11, so I'm leaving in about 20 minutes, half an hour. But first, of course, we've got to smash some of this and some brand new salted butter. Whack that on there. Hydration, make my electrolytes, make my coffee to go, get my 2 bananas, and off to the gym. God, what a day to be spending inside the gym, away from the sun all day. That is training camp, boys and girls, that is training camp. Anyway, got my 2 bananas, time to get in the car and head off for an hour and a half, can't speak today, can I? For an hour and a half drive to the gym for session 1, and then should be training at Pool later today, which is exciting because it's been a while and the sessions are always way better when Paul's there. So yeah, hopefully that's on the card still. Another day, another session complete. I'm actually dripping as well. Wednesday, that can only mean one thing later on, boys and girls. The missus must be cooking up a storm for dinner. Hopefully. We'll see what it is. I'm actually starving. But on a rare occasion today, I'm going straight from this gym after a shower to the other gym to do strength and conditioning. Yeah, basically because I'm trying to train report about 2:30, so I won't have time to go home first, which means I'm just gonna have to fuel up on the way. but I think it's got bananas and dates. Slam that down, and then train again with pool, and then chill for the rest of the day. Obviously, I wouldn't really recommend that because it's good to rest in between sessions, refuel. But sometimes you can't, sometimes you can't. New angle unlocked, as you can see. We're in shape. We are in shape. We've still got 3.5 weeks. I won't tell you how much weight I've got to lose, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling quite lean actually, but I'm still a bit off the weight at the moment. But I've got 3.5 weeks. Get this off. Stay strong. Oh, is anyone else when you're on FaceTime you just look at yourself all the time, or is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Could I have a latte, please?
Yeah, latte. Anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Alright, check around for me.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Do you think the amount of times I get Starbucks, I only signed up to their app the other day. I've missed out on so many points or whatever from being a loyal Starbucks customer. Starbucks and Costa, to be honest. Is it possible to be loyal to two of the biggest coffee competitors in the industry? Who knows, but I am. Customer service is astounding. Oh, it worked. It worked.
That'll be $4.55, please.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too.
Sun is shining. Coffee acquired a latte. I don't know what it is. Latte has been jumping out to me recently. Not even a vanilla one, just a normal latte. $4.55 though. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. The sun is glistening on that. 2 secs. Honestly, what a beauty. Anyway, $4.55 for this is insane money. Although, I am of the mindset of not complaining about prices in this world. I think that's a negative mindset to have. If everything's gone up, so be it. Go and earn some more money. That is the mindset I like to adopt. If you moan about prices, you're putting yourself in a negative headspace. It's like a downward spiral. Who cares? We're happy to pay it. If I wanted a latte, it's on me. Anyway. I say anyway a lot, alright? Do you know what's burning my hands? Will he just try the coffee? Yes. It's a good one. It is a good one. Velvety. Sometimes I order a latte and it's just like black coffee with milk in. Absolutely roasting. 16 degrees. Definitely feels like more. Oh, alright. A little chill and another session in literally 10 minutes.
Turns out Paul's not training today. He told me yesterday he was, but he's pulled out. I think he's still got bad shoulders, so we're training on our own. Pushing the intensity is hard when you're not with someone else. Like the intensity when I'm with Paul is full out, so sticking a little bit of Foo Fighters, a bit of Arctic Monkeys in the ears. Smash the session out.
Alright, solid upper body session complete. Did I say I'm getting stronger? Oh, I need to stop that. I need to stop that now. It's getting old, Frankie, mate. It's getting old. But bigger, stronger, more powerful. Ooh. Coming from Mr. Olympia, I'm not. I think I said this in the last video. Not going for bodybuilding. The training I'm doing is all explosive. It's not massively high volume. It's like between 10 to 15 reps of fairly heavy weight, but obviously not massively heavy, because if not, I wouldn't be able to get that many reps. I put a video up on my socials the other day, basically showing the transformation from me, probably, I think it was maybe last year, to now. And I actually said that it was high volume, low weight, or medium weight. And everyone was saying, oh, you must be rage baiting, you must be joking. I'm generally not. Obviously it's not as heavy as I can lift, because if I was lifting as heavy as I could, I wouldn't be able to get 10, 15 reps out. So you're lifting at a weight that's still fairly heavy, but if it's too heavy that you can't get 6 reps, then it's too heavy. That's pretty much the training I'm doing at the moment. All lifting explosive and also short rest period. That's a key for me. I've mentioned it before, but I used to go to the gym and do a set and then sit on my phone for 3 minutes. I mean, you've completely zoned out the session. Your body's cooled down, if anything, and it just wasn't benefiting me. It wasn't getting me stronger. It wasn't getting me any bigger. I wasn't any more powerful. Yeah, I've even had people come up to me in this gym saying that I've got bigger since you know, the start of this year or back end of last year. I was having an interesting conversation with someone today who's actually like a coach or a PT, I don't know. We're just talking about different things, talking about fasting actually, that was a key one. Saying that we both kind of went down the biohacking rabbit hole, and I'll be honest, I think I've now come out of that in terms of I still try and avoid things like I don't drink out of plastic bottles when I don't need to. Fasting, we're talking about other things, and I said, you know what? I eat real food 80 to 90% of the time, and I eat cake and other stuff for the remaining 10 to 20%. I don't really do fasting anymore. I've had a lot of questions about this. I think I might talk about it more later on in the video, but fasting is not something I really do. I think it's very good for you if you have like a health condition or anything kind of longer term. It reduces inflammation in the body. However, I think doing it a lot, especially prolonged fasting, multiple times a week or even every week, you're putting your body in a state of stress, increasing your cortisol, ruining your thyroid health, which then ruins your metabolism, ruins your hormones. There's like a lot of knock-on effects of being in a state of survival. If your body doesn't have food, it's kind of like, whoa, I need to get some food somewhere. And then that just has a knock-on effect in life in general. Yeah, anyway, we're talking about all of that and we're talking about other things. So today's session was good. I mean, it was a bit stop-start because we were having a lot of conversation about this kind of stuff, which I don't normally do. When I'm in the gym, I like to just train and focus. But if it's an intellectual conversation, then I'm all for it. I don't mind stopping mid-session for that. We're training the brain as well as the body, boys and girls. Blend this back on. The time is actually now 6:30. It is the notorious Wednesday night at the Mrs. House. What is on the menu tonight?
Honey and mustard chicken fillets.
Honey and mustard chicken fillets.
With fruit salad.
Yeah, this salad looks nice.
Roasted.
Check this salad. You've got salad down to a T, to be honest.
And then like mini roasted potatoes.
Mini roasted potatoes.
Right.
Oh, speciality, something that's being whipped up right now. Do you want to put that on higher again?
Yes, please.
How do I do it? Like that?
And the gases.
You're infamous for knocking fire.
I feel like that is
That's your thing.
that's my thing, isn't it?
I mean, you're not bad at making cakes as well.
So I'm actually making Frankie's fight cake for him this time. So no pressure. No pressure.
You haven't even told me what flavour it's going to be, have you? And you're not telling me?
It's going to be a total surprise.
Have a guess in the comments what you think it's going to be, boys and girls.
I don't know if they'll guess it, to be fair.
To be fair, I don't actually know, because I don't think you're going to go too crazy because I know you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
But then I don't think you're going to go really plain because you know that I don't like really plain.
Oh, I'm doing.
But then I'll do it.
I've not made it before. I'm doing a trial run.
Well, actually, I don't want to know. I'd rather not.
No, exactly.
Post-fight, victory bite, I want to be like, oh, didn't expect that. I've come all dressed up for the occasion. What do you reckon the next fight cake's going to be? I'm not going to suggest anything that I think it could be, because I'll tell on her face if it's right or not. So I'm not going to guess, but I wouldn't know where to start. But if I fired a few names out, I'd notice it on your face. Because everyone says, oh, I don't have coffee at night. But actually, as much as I don't during the week or whatever, but during when we're in Venice, or even sometimes if I'm not in fight camp, I don't think the coffee at night affects your sleep. My dad does it all the time, or he used to anyway. To be fair, I've had it before and I sleep better. And I know the argument is, it affects your REM sleep. So like you feel like you've slept, but the quality of sleep is different. I think that's a skill issue. Bro, if you think, oh, I'm gonna have this coffee and it's gonna keep me up, it probably will. If you think I'm gonna have this coffee and I'm gonna have the best night's sleep of my life, it also probably will. Tonight's spread, was it honey and mustard chicken?
Yeah.
Look at that. And we got some very crispy potatoes.
Yeah, they're slightly burnt, but it's fine.
They look a bit burnt, but they don't taste it, I'll be honest. And nice salad, a little bit. Is that homemade coleslaw?
Yes.
Wifey material. We'll cut that one out.
No,
We'll cut that bit out.
We'll leave it in. We'll leave it in.
Look at this. Nice. Yeah, literally just finished dinner and my coach just called me. Didn't think it was going to be what it was, but yeah, my opponent, John Harden Jr., just pulled out of the fight. So, great. I think they're trying to find a replacement opponent and still obviously have it as a big fight and whatever, but man, this is not what you want. So I've been training for training for a fight, I don't really mind who it was, but when you know it's a big fight and you've got the name there, what he's done, it's a 50-50 fight. And then just, like that, it's just pulled out. So, yeah. Don't really know what to think, to be honest. Like, it's obviously, boo-hoo. It's not. It happens to everyone. It's boxing, but it's just annoying because it is boxing. Honestly, I was downstairs, just finished eating. Coach called me, took that, and I thought, you know what? Let me grab the camera and just. This is pretty much my initial thoughts. So if I'm waffling, I'm waffling. But yeah, I've always wanted to just be real. So I don't know what it is. I'm not upset or whatever. It's just like they've sent a few opponents and they're like, "What do you think? And should we fight him? Should we fight him?" I'm like, "Listen, I'm my missus. I was trying to eat dinner, and it's 7:45 at night. It's not really the decision I want to be making at this point. Got Banoffee pie waiting for me downstairs as well. It's delayed that. We shall see. We shall see. Either way, I still want to be fighting April 19th, and yeah, there's no reason why that won't be the case. But yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying."
Good morning. It's sunny. The sun is shining. And we're off to get Starbucks.
I'm gonna get loads of Starbucks points and spend them when you're not with me.
A pan of chocolate. No, we've had this conversation last night. You're not going to do that.
Could I have a
Please.
vanilla iced latte with
What size would you like?
Medium.
medium, please. Just with one shot of coffee and with coconut milk, please. Excuse me, what is a macchiato?
So we do a caramel macchiato,
Yeah.
which is steamed milk with vanilla syrup in it, and then the coffee goes on top, and
Right.
caramel drizzle on top of that.
And that's warm, I take it.
Yeah, you can do it warm or ice.
Do we try it? Yeah, go on. I'll just try
It
one of
takes
them,
forever.
please.
Yeah, was that a warm one or an ice one?
Warm, please, warm.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Is that a medium as well?
Yes, please.
Anything else for you?
No, that's it. Thank you very much.
Lovely. Come around when you're ready.
Take about 10
That's
years.
but that's such a rogue choice. You know what? I feel like I might regret that.
Why? It's different.
Because I like strong coffee.
Okay.
I would have triple espressos. And now bro's getting a grande macchiato. Caramel macchiato. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Looks nice. It's quite nice. Actually, it's quite
I
nice.
told you.
Yeah, there's a mixture of. Do you know what? The top is a bit like a cappuccino. And it's got a bit of sugar,
Yeah.
pre-training, and then it actually does taste more of coffee than I thought. Honestly, that's not a bad order. But
You're
it's
welcome.
just. Huh?
You're welcome.
What do you mean you're welcome? It's on the board.
I started it out for you.
Plan of action today, given yesterday's situation, is much of the same. Straight to the gym, continue training, see what happens regarding opponent change or the fight in general. But yeah, until we know for sure, forward motion. That's all we can do. Just keep training. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
In Tennessee, we got them hoods, grown women, they be poppin', they on this shit, so they ain't talking unless it's involving surprise. In Tennessee, we be hustling, if it breezing, we don't trust it. Only pussies do drive-bys, we just walk up on your bus. In Tennessee, we rep the city hard, and plus we city sharp. We don't tolerate no disrespect, we'll tear this bitch apart. In Tennessee, we just be living and we take care of our children. If you say that we can't do it, then we'll have to show you different. In Tennessee.
Oh, alright. It's all a bit up in the air at the moment with my fight. Right now, the fight is off. Yeah. But session complete nonetheless, a little bit of a technical one. We don't really know what's happening, so training wise, we're still continuing with what we were doing, but obviously when you're training for an opponent, things can change. But yeah, not massively changed, because obviously boxing training is what it is. We're still working on stuff, opponent or no opponent. I was speaking to some of the guys in there and they were everyone's speculating about what it is. You know, what's happened, is it injury, is it not? But at the end of the day, you got to take his word for it. If he's injured, he's injured. That is what it is. Like, if the shoe was on the other foot and I was injured, you know, these things happen. So just the issue is now of like, if they can find a replacement opponent. Me and my opponent, my initial opponent, were main event. So then the opponent they have to find, in my opinion, needs to be of a main event caliber. And they offered me a 2, which I accepted both, and then they turned it down. I still don't think they were main event caliber. And then, yeah, that messes with the whole show in general. So, yeah, it's not a great situation to be in, to be honest. But also the first time I've experienced this, so it's a bit of a learning curve in itself. There is potential of another big show in June near where I'm from, or potentially where I am from. I think that's all I can say for that one. So now it's like, oh well, do we kind of hold off and do a big fight on that show? So yeah, I don't really know. I guess that's the beauty of these vlogs. You can see, I can tell you all this, whether I'm allowed to or not, but I'm telling you what is on my mind now, and you get to see like the real behind the scenes, because obviously with most things in sports and stuff, you wouldn't see this kind of stuff. So you're welcome. Subscribe. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm gonna go home. On a brighter note, the electrolytes have arrived at my house. So when I get back, gonna smash some sourdough and eggs as per usual, and then I'm also gonna try these. And fingers crossed, this could be the silver lining. Fight might have fallen through, but the electrolytes could be finalised. So you know, let's see. Right, excuse the noise because the garden's currently being jet washed. But how is this for a post-session refuel? The mandatory 6 has made a little bit of a return this week. I think I've had it twice. Sourdough, salted butter, and then how about this for a little sweet treat? To be honest, in my hands right now are arguably my favourite things ever. So this is a deadly duo. Sourdough and eggs, cake, salted caramel cake to be precise. Brown sugar and salted caramel cake. I can't act like I haven't already tried it, because I have. I had a whole slice before this. Anyway, yeah, I needed it to be fair. I haven't eaten today at all. I've had 2 bananas, that's it. Oh no, that's a lie, then I haven't eaten. Yeah. I had a caramel macchiato, which is actually surprisingly a good order, and 2 bananas, that's it. So, process and refuel, some proper food, sourdough and eggs, maybe a little bit more cake afterwards. What is it with me and treadmills? Why does it keep turning off? Literally mid-run, it just turned off. I was 3k in. Lucky I saw it when it was malfunctioning, because it just stopped, but I managed to see on the screen froze, so I managed to get off. Man, alright, start again. Past 8k or 5 miles now. Decent pace as well, 34 minutes. Plus the 2 or 3k on the other treadmill before it cut out on me as like a warm up. Feeling fit, baby, feeling fit. I'll give you all an update on what's happening with the fight when I get out of it, because the music's really loud, but that's a session of the day done. A long run, but at a fast pace this time, rather than doing like a low, steady long run. This was kind of blasting it out, so I can tell my fitness is where it needs to be. Easy. Do you know what measure I use for like knowing if I'm fight ready? Is if I can do a sub 20 minute 5k whenever. Like someone said, go to the gym now, do a sub 25k. I could, and I know I could easy. Alright, session complete. I'm not entirely sure where I left the vlog off. I know I was talking about the electrolytes. Basically, I opened the sample that they sent me up, and in there was a list of all the ingredients that they put in the samples. They were completely wrong. So the specifications of what I've asked for, sodium, magnesium, potassium, were like way... The sodium was fine, so the pink Himalayan sea salt, which is like the finest quality of sea salt you can get, that was fine, that was 1,000 milligrams. But the other 2 measurements of magnesium and potassium were both wrong, and they were both of different forms of those compounds, i.e. I want better quality ones and they use like lower quality ones. But they weren't just off by a little bit, they were off by like 5 times the number that it should be, which means you wouldn't be able to, it would be way over your kind of daily intake, so you wouldn't be able to take them multiple times a day. Or even for some people, like kids or something, probably wouldn't recommend taking them at all. So I said, this is a major thing we need to change. And last time they sent me the sample of the watermelon and lime, they didn't include this bit of paper. So whilst I like the taste, if that had the wrong ingredients in, then that one needs to be changed as well. So it's actually quite a big, potentially quite a big step back, which is annoying, obviously. Anyway, let me shut my door 2 seconds. Shut this. Yeah, that's annoying, obviously, but like with anything, I do believe everything happens for a reason. I'm struggling to find the reason for this at the moment. However, it's just a problem. So I think in life, business in general, it's about problem solving. So yeah, it's annoying. I've said this to a few family members as well. It's like, I'm building the hype. I've had loads of messages from you boys and girls saying about when are they coming out. I'm really looking forward to them. A few people on Instagram messaged me about ambassadors and sponsorships, which I want to do. I can publicly speak about this. I want to, when we've launched and when we're making good sales, I want to then have affiliates and ambassadors where I give you guys who have got a platform a code. You can then earn off the commission, and the people that use your code get a discount, blah, blah, blah. I think you boys probably all know how it works. But yeah, so all of that is kind of like, I want to get this going. And then we're getting delays after delays. So not ideal. I sent the manufacturer like a proper strong, well, to be fair, considering what they've done, it wasn't even that bad of an email, but it was just strongly worded. I was like, you've repeatedly let me down. And I remember placing the invoice, or I sorted the invoice for the sampling process, which was thousands of pounds, by the way. Sorted that back end of last year, kind of like, I want to say October, maybe even September. I launched the limited company for the business. All of this stuff now is then it's costing me, because it's months and months and months and months I've had to pay for these things. Yeah, I've got a guy waiting to do the website. I've had to put him on hold multiple times. I was like, yeah, we're close. And then the manufacturer lets me down. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a bit of a rant. As I said, it's a problem. We'll overcome it. No problem. Fight updates. Haven't had an update regarding the fight yet. Whether the opponent's changing, what's happened with the show. By the time this video comes out, there will have been an update. So if you do want to see updates regularly and the things that happen kind of in real time, follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it on screen here, Frankie_Davey. Yeah, anything that happens just to the show or me in general, you'll probably see it there first. So go follow me over there, subscribe to the channel, you know how we do. Also on the electricals, I have got a waiting list, so the link is in the description. If you sign up, you get a discount when we launch, whenever that may be. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but given everything that's happening, who knows. But yeah, if you do want to get a discount, sign up to that. Get all exclusive information, etc, etc. Yeah, anyway, I'm now off to, I can't see Lee, my physio. He couldn't make it this week, so I'm now off to just get a massage. Nothing dodgy, but it is from a Thai woman, but it is not dodgy. To be fair, me saying it's not dodgy, it's just making it worse because it sounds like it is, but it's genuinely not. Okay, apologies. This last segment of the video has just been like purely electrolyte based. I don't know, I think you guys want to know, but I've literally just had an email. Yeah, basically the head of the department for the manufacturer has got back to me, said that the piece of paper that was in the electrolyte sample, what I want it... 2 seconds, Big Kev's calling me. Yeah, basically the piece of paper is wrong. The label claims are still the same, so it's still going to be the desired quantities of compounds in the electrolytes, which means hopefully it's not a delay. Now I actually need to try. I still haven't tried the electrolytes because I thought, what's the point? There's no point trying them if they're all wrong. So let me do this, go back home. I might even take the electrolytes to my missus because I'm going to be with her tonight. So I'll take them to her, see what she thinks, see what I think. Yeah, I'm actually excited. Oh man, I'm kind of excited now because I was thinking, oh, this is going to take ages. But now it might not. Anyway, 2 minutes till I need to go and get a rub down. I'm not making this any better for myself, am I? Right. Check this out, boys and girls. Now we're off relaxation / pain. Let it commence. Okay, so here we have our 2 new and improved mango flavours. If one of these is nice, we have our 2 confirmed flavours for the electrolytes. And we're not back to square one, we're actually the furthest we've ever been forward in this business venture. So, from smelling it, this one smells absolutely insane, so I'm actually going to leave that until last. Let's go with this one. Okay. As you can probably see by my reaction, that's very nice. Very nice. Getting all giddy, boys, because it's been so long. And literally today, like hours ago, I thought, this is it. We're so far behind, but we're back. All right, okay, that was nice. Wow. To think I'm in a position where the actual hard choice is now choosing between which mango flavour I like best. Oh man. Okay, so we've got a confirmed flavour, but I just don't know which one. So this one I thought was, just try it. Nice.
That is so good.
Yeah, I know. This is out of these 2. We've confirmed the other one, but now
That's nice. Yeah, no, but as in like,
yeah, alright.
I really like that one. This has more like a zingy.
Yeah, the smell on that one is wow, but actually I did like the taste of this one just as much. But I'm torn. They're both very nice. They're 10 out of 10 straight away.
I thought, yeah, 100%.
Right.
10 out of 10.
They are 10 out of 10, but now which 10 out of 10 do we choose? Nah, this one. I've confirmed it. If you want to sign up to the waiting list, the link is in the description. You get a discount when we finally launch the electrolytes. Yeah, links in the description. Okay, I'm happy. What a day it is, sun is shining, Saturday morning session complete, and that's been another week of my life. I'll see you all in the next video.